strong defensive work there. Silent Wheels really struggling with that strong defense for Valencia.
Going for that offense now. But in the meantime, yeah.
They saw the jammer coming and they knew, let's call it off.
Let's take the points we have, which are 2 for this pass.
Yes, 10 points total for Boucherie, putting them on 11, and Valencia still on 0. We're going to jam 4.
Number 20, Matti for Valencia. Number 4, let me see if I can say this correctly. Payet, I hope.
I say Payet because I
Payet.
AE with the French, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh.
Very chaotic pack there in the beginning, but it is Boucherie in front. Very strong defense for both teams, and the offense. All of them playing offense. Forearms penalty called on a Boucherie blocker. Bit of a tumble there for Boucherie jammer. Back is all the way stretched.
Valencia being forced to bridge. And Boucherie has the lead.
Another forearms penalty for the pivot for Valencia. Le Big O also with a forearms penalty in the box. And Matti with the recycle. Yeah, and Matti is also the jammer, by the way, because I was confused since they were not having the jammer pantheon. And now they're speeding up. It's the feeding a baby technique. We've seen it before. If the pack then speeds up and takes in the jammer again, they have to redo that pass. So it's a pretty annoying move. But it's quite efficient if you want to have the clock running and empty your box. Which is, I think, what the play was. And Valencia, did they score any points? We see a little bit of a talk there for... we have Temeraire asking the bench crew to the middle. People from La Boucherie did not see it, but they will be arriving soon. I don't know what this is about, so let's not make any guesses. And take a look at our great sponsors. So Baby Jesus, who is sponsoring this tournament?
I'm so glad you asked. Let me look that up.
We have it in our papers.
I have it right here. On top of my head. Just had to look for it for a little bit. So we have Ayano, which does prints on glassware. Lilabiz with print work. VP Media Solutions, it's a video production company. Hopono, concept store in Brussels. Depro, video production. Klo, vegan restaurant in Antwerp. Gebroeders Geens, machinery productions of the brands Knikmops and Rollmops. Inframonkey with IT solutions. Sucker Punch Skate Shop, which we all know very well. And Martin's Belgian IPA beer. And now we're back to Derby.
Yes. Armadillo, working really hard. Skating an official down, though. Johnny Z Bravo took a little bit of a fall there. Lead is for Valencia, though. So Jarana with the lead. Will they score the first points here for the team? No, 0-0. Oh, I am really...
So tight. We are on Jam 6,
yes.
Going to Jam 6, and so little points, and such a tight game.
Yes, a very tight game, and a lot of jams with 0 points.
Yeah, also you wouldn't say La Boucherie just played the game,
no.
I think. I wouldn't
also
say
true.
that.
Yeah.
That's not what it looks like when I do this.
Yeah, they are still very fresh after only an hour of a break between the two games. Both jammers being recycled back. Visser de Pisser less than La Boucherie jammer. Both teams playing offense for their jammer. But it is La Boucherie with the lead. But then Visser de Pisser is so close behind.
So close behind.
Like it will be
back going faster, but La Boucherie making sure.
One blocker for La Boucherie down. 0 points.
Again, no points. I have
Oh my God.
never seen this before.
Yeah, and we're going to Gem 7 at this point. So no points on the board for Valencia. Only 11 for La Boucherie. This is a very tight game. It bears to say that they are 14 and 15 in the European ranking, so it does make sense. But
Makes sense.
all of these things, anything can happen in Derby. So someone, Lily, is saying "Vamos pulpos" in the chat on YouTube.
Pulpos. Pulpos means octopus, so...
Yes. Can someone tell me why Valencia and pulpo is like a connection to make? Because I tried to look it up online and I didn't find it. Silent Wheels being recycled back. Wow!
Oh, wow, that was
Valencia
incredible.
scoring their first points with an amazing scoring pass there on the outside line.
Incredible.
Yes, very good job by Valencia. Oh,
that would have been a beautiful apex jump.
yes. Silent Wheels, they're struggling in the front to get some movement in that wall, getting an offense. Valencia really good with the turning around the offense and then actually shutting it down.
Yes.
But it did cost him a blocker. So that was a direction penalty on Frenetica. But Silent Wheels is through. Jammer Penny back on. And we're going for the call off. First points on the board.
1 point for La Boucherie. No,
2 points. Yeah, they had one in the box. So moment you pass one, you get the point for the box as well. 7 points on the board for Valencia. That's what we're talking about.
Come on, let's go.
Yes. We have Payet versus Matti on the jammer line. One blocker in the box for Valencia. Interesting tactic there by Boucherie, going around that wall for Valencia to remake their wall in the front, leaving their jammer a little bit behind there. Payet trying to go for their own wall. Good job for everyone. Nice job there on the inside line.
Great.
Jammers and blockers.
Great defensive work.
Yes.
Very tight.
Yeah, good two-wall there in the front for La Boucherie, and then we have the entire pack speeding up so they can make a full wall again, and it is Payet with the lead. The pivot for La Boucherie already played an impressive game before, and they are doing it again with being the last blocker standing and recycling the jammer all the way back. Payet already on the scoring pass, and we have Matti still on the initial, but with the star pass.
Now is Explosiva our jammer for Valencia, and La Boucherie calls it off.
Yes, we are going to Jam 9, and I think both teams are doing quite well penalty-wise. So we have 3 penalties for La Boucherie and Valencia with 5. So first game Valencia played was quite penalty-heavy. For La Boucherie, the game they played was more equally spread, I think, for the penalties. So maybe both teams are really getting in their own feeling, getting to know the ref crew, and then being able to adapt to it. We have Armadillo being recycled back against Jarana.
Valencia playing full defense, and both jammers very closely behind.
But it is Jarana with the lead. So will they call it off?
Will they let it go?
It's a good call. It would be... Oh.
All right.
No, they're going for the scoring pass, and which was
very good.
Yeah, Armadillo being recycled back, and Jarana being quite successful with that scoring pass. Don't be misguided by the fact that they don't skate around the track very fast. They take their time, spare their energy, and then are very explosive in the engagement zone.
Yeah, when it matters.
Yes, exactly. Valencia is doing a really good job of killing that time in the scoring pass there, even managing to get a cutting of the track penalty on the jammer for La Boucherie. So Jarana lead and with a power jam. Garana again on the scoring pass. Okay, one of the blockers for Valencia getting a getting a forearms penalty. That was quite of a messy end there. Jammer for La Boucherie is already standing. One blocker down for Valencia.
But a power start, so yeah. It'll be interesting to see.
A short one.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting to see what will happen. 20 points on the board for La Boucherie, 17 for Valencia, 10 points on that last gem. So it was quite a successful pass.
So close.
Yes. So the teams are very well matched. Visscher de Pisser, high energy, going left, right, and then really disconnecting that wall.
Armadillo came back on track and very quickly passed the Valencia blockers.
Yes, good. Although the offense was direction, the jammer did manage to take it. So Visscher de Pisser made an almost full scoring pass, scoring 3 points, and Valencia 0. In this point in the game where the teams are so close, any point is what matters. Like 1 point can make the differential. So 23 for La Boucherie and Valencia on 20 as well. So they also got 3 points.
Very, very, very close.
Yes, and we're almost in half of the first half.
Incredible offensive work from La Boucherie.
Silent wheels, no effort at all, getting the lead. It's a good call to do a big offense on a 2-wall so that your jammer has the lead and manages to be able to get to that second scoring pass. It is costing a lot of blockers though. We have changing of the seats for Valencia, one blocker down for La Boucherie. Initial pass done for game over. Silent wheels, hard hit there on the out. Impressive. And the end of a scoring pass there. Will they play to empty the box? They have done it before, so I guess so. But Valencia is also a lot of blockers down, so.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, no pass, no penalty. Nice job there by Maria Desmadre. Very impressive.
Yeah, it was just a little tick, but that's all they needed.
When the jammer is airborne.
Yeah, just a little tick is all you need.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you are a little bit afraid to do it because it feels so a little bit dangerous and aggressive.
But yeah,
it pays off. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a good call. A little bit of a nasty hit there for one of your own blockers. Silent wheels being recycled. Maria Desmadre, if I am not mistaken, jammer for a game over, being stuck there in La Boucherie.
Yes, and
La Boucherie
getting
really
some offense and some movement in that wall, but
yeah, La Boucherie really cementing a bigger leap away from Valencia already. I want to say 4 scoring passes, and Valencia only 1. Also for the 4 points though, so 15-4 at the end of that jam. Yes, and if you are watching us on the live stream at home, please feel free to reach out through the comments. We are reading them. So I notice a lot of viewers from the Pulpos or our Valencia team.
Yes.
So it's really nice to hear that you are here. And for La Boucherie, come on, let's hear it. Where are La Boucherie people on the live stream?
Yes, come on. Where are the Parisians?
Yes.
Do you have better things to do on us? Who has better things to do on a Saturday right now? Croissant? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
I totally understand.
Yeah.
I would.
It is delicious, though.
Most of the times I choose carbs over most things, so I get it.
So we're really happy that you are with us here in the Holy Duck tournament. We have approximately 80 viewers watching, so thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to support. You can have a small support for the live stream, which is amazing. So, aha, juste a perfect day. Oh, just a perfect day. It's in English. Is here for Boucherie and
yes.
Flow in as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you for showing your support.
Yes, it's nice to have you.
All right, number 13 for Boucherie, number 20 for Valencia. Both stuck behind the walls.
Being recycled by
Maria
Desmadre.
That blocker tends to like to do that.
Yes. Valencia is really good at getting that, choosing the right blocker to do that and to see whether it has to happen, which is a good thing now because they are managing to get. They're doing like a little bit of a passive offense for their jammer, who is in the front,
trying to bridge out that Boucherie wall, but they get hit out. So
yeah. Also, La Boucherie is good at the recycling game.
Yes.
But then now we have an offense for Valencia. Boucherie led one blocker to the box. And another recycling moment. It will be a 1 minute penalty for La Boucherie because we also have an insubordination. Lead for La Boucherie. They had to work hard for it. We're almost 1 minute in this jam and we only just start the first scoring pass. We have a start pass to Maria Desmadre. And scoring pass for La Boucherie, who are also lead. Flowin is here with the croissant and les baguettes.
Someone that understands us.
Yes.
Thank you.
So great to have many people watching at home, especially for the teams who come from abroad. You can't always bring everyone you want to, and we are so happy to have a good live stream that you can just watch at home and be here for your team. Armadillo and Jarana on the track. Very explosive.
Wow. What an explosive jammer, and she gets the lead. They get the lead.
Armadillo close by, because I do believe Armadillo is also a very explosive player. It's impressive to see Jarana not calling it off, really wanting to go for the points, which I get, and also an empty box, maybe.
Armadillo also inadvertently broke their wall, which made Jarana just follow them and pass and get some points for Valencia.
Yes, so 4 points on the board for Valencia and 3 points on the board for Boucherie. But Valencia is playing the interesting game of making sure their box is empty before they call it off.
Yes,
which is it's working for them, I think.
It's very important.
Yes, 44 Boucherie, 28 Valencia for the penalties. We are doing quite good. 8 for Boucherie, 11 for Valencia.
Valencia gets lead again with an amazing offense. They just had the whole inside just there for them.
And Vissar de Pisser really doesn't need much. We saw it in the last game, like 2 centimeters max will be fine.
That was all they needed, and they took it, and it was glorious.
Yes. And Payet there in the front of the pack, really working extremely hard against that 2-wall for Valencia with the star in hand. Valencia not giving up. We have the pivot there, going for the strong one-on-one.
And La Boucherie is through.
Yeah, La Boucherie also very good job with the defense. And we do have Vissar de Pisser calling it off before we have 2-6-6 out of the box. 2 points on the board for Valencia, but 0 for La Boucherie. 44-30. 14 points point differential in Derby means nothing.
It's nothing. It's one power jam sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Even just one jam.
Just one jam sometimes.
Yeah. thank you so much, Marjolaine, to say that our live stream looks and sounds very professional. And love from Rotterdam. Rotterdam will be playing will be playing tomorrow against Baby Jesus and her team.
Yes.
If,
Not me alone, please. I cannot do that.
Pack of Destruction. So keep your eyes tuned for that. But now we are looking at La Boucherie and Valencia. Game over against Silent Wheels.
Just pushing the two teams just smushed together.
Yeah.
All you
going for the call off. Every time I have to watch for those at 3-point jam. We did not have that many full point jams already, so it's really close. 11 points point differential. 44 for La Boucherie, 33 for Valencia.
We have 39. Oh. I don't want to say Jarana. I'm sorry. Jarana and number 13 for La Boucherie. And Jarana only needs that much to pass and get the lead jammer status.
I'm really impressed with how they play the game, because it's a jamming style I haven't seen that much. Going like really pacing and choosing where to put your energy. It's very impressive.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. Jarana going for the call-off because we had a star pass with La Boucherie. We've had a couple of star passes already, and La Boucherie really skating up to make sure that they went for the call-off. But Valencia did score the 4 points in this jam.
4 points, and each jam for this is the third jam Valencia scores points, and La Boucherie is frozen in the 44.
Yes.
So whatever Valencia is doing seems to be working for them.
Yeah, it's really good. High pace, short jams. So good job. We have Armadillo versus Visser de Pisser. Really good. Visser de Pisser does this incredible dancing on the line. It did not really pay off now since they did manage to get recycled. And Armadillo is really strong.
And they get the lead.
One blocker for La Boucherie down. We have the star pass. I'm really struggling with that word today. To Spinelli from Valencia. And this time it is Boucherie who goes for the call-off. Empty box, call it off, no points for the other team. Even though it's only 1 point. In this game, 1 point is everything. Like, we are 7 minutes away from going into halftime. We have not even reached 50 points.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I always say
so close.
Yeah, if the first half doesn't end with 100, it's a close game. But this is like next level, not a close game. Payet versus game over. Bit of a tumble there. It is Valencia with the lead, but Payet very close by.
Very close. Let's see how the teams react to those two close jammers. Again.
Yes. We had some interesting signaling going on from Payet, from game over to, it was game over?
Yeah, the jammer.
Yeah, the jammer from Valencia to their mirror coach, going from, I think it was like, I'm going in and calling it.
Yes.
And it paid off.
Points and call.
Points and call. 2 points scored, 0 for La Boucherie, +1 in the box. 45 for La Boucherie, 39 for Valencia. And we have a little bit of a talk. We are looking at some of the cream of the crop of our amazing refs today, officials. Head ref here is Temeraire. Fun fact about Temeraire, which I didn't know, and even though I am the teammate of one of those two, Temeraire met her wife at Brabo Cup. And this was a Brabo Cup 2018. They are married now, and Sherlock Holmes plays for Antwerp. So Temeraire said, any tournament in Antwerp will always have a special place in my heart. And
that is wonderful.
Derby romance. It's the best.
The best.
Jarana versus Silent Wheels on the track. And no lead yet.
Oh.
Silent Wheels being recycled. Jarana to the box for a, I don't know what penalty, head block. Head blocking to the head. Silent Wheels on the outside. No lead called yet, so lead is still open. Pivot to the box for Valencia. Silent wheels. Going in for the first scoring pass. And it is a power jam, so Boucherie is ready for the offense, but only sending one. Silent Wheels has this great way of luring the blockers to the inside line and then going really, really low on the outside line, which is like impossible to block, which is good to see. Jarana, high impact, and a low block penalty for Valencia blocker there. And Jarana coming back for a scoring pass, but Silent Wheels is like, nope, that was enough. I'm calling it off. Scoring another 3 points there on that last scoring pass. So 7 in total for La Boucherie, bringing them to 52. And Valencia only short behind on 39. For the penalties, Valencia is on 15 and Boucherie on 10. So not that many penalties. Good, calm game. One blocker now in the box for Valencia. Visser de Pisser versus Buyu on the track. I want to repeat myself by saying I am incredibly sorry for mispronouncing your derby name. Visser de Pisser, really strong. It's like
amazing.
Good footwork.
Yes, toe stop work on the line.
But still being very, very explosive. So I like that very much. Buyu being recycled again, but going for the star pass. Visser de Pisser on the scoring pass. And the jammer is coming around. And Visser de Pisser quick with the call off, making sure that they could not score any points. These are 3 points for Valencia, 42 to 50, so 10 points point differential. The lead has been consistently for Boucherie during the game, but Valencia is really not backing away. They really want to have this win in the bag, and both of the teams had 10 times lead already, so equal lead for this game.
La Boucherie starting with one of their blockers in the box.
I feel this is a very impactful game. So we have Armadillo with game over, very close.
Very
Again,
close.
going quick, and you see that pack speeding up, high, constantly moving, constantly touching. Like there is no moment for rest in this game. So like every jam is high energy. 2 points extra for La Boucherie.
You see that they are fighting for the 1 point, the 2 points.
Yes.
We haven't had a jam with a lot of scoring passes. I have not seen that yet. It's
even
really,
the power jams have been kind of low.
Yeah, indeed. It's all very short. It's very impressive.
We have Jarana versus Payet on the jammer line. Jarana taking the front, Payet in the back against that wall for Valencia. We have an empty box. And so 4 blockers each. Payet going inside and outside. It's Jarana trying to really push their way to the front, but being recycled by Fenton, who already played an impressive game last time.
Valencia going for a full D, but losing a blocker to the box. And La Boucherie gets the lead.
Yeah, again, a very good offense there by number 266 by Valencia. Kudos to that. Payet going for the scoring pass. I feel that Valencia was not really ready yet to receive that jammer into the pack, so it was a bit of a mess. But and so Payet was managed to score 4 points. Boucherie slowly coming closer again, so we had a few more moments that that La Boucherie could score more points, 58 to 42, but still 16 points. That's nothing.
No, 1 minute. 1 minute in the clock of this first half, and we have 58-42. It's insane.
Pivot for Valencia is in the box. Visser de Pisser. And it is Valencia who plays for a 2-2, so they really had a strong offense also for their jammer, giving Silent Wheels that leap to go for the lead, and Visser de Pisser with the star in hand, which doesn't happen very often, I think. But on the inside line, very impressive again, going around. And silent wheels,
not wasting any time.
No, knowing like I have the 4 points, I'm gonna call it.
It's good.
Yes.
Let's just call it. Yeah.
Yeah. I do believe that means we have one more gem.
I believe so.
Andy is telling me no. I should know this, but I keep forgetting everything with
I think it's only in the second half. Are they doing an official timeout?
Okay. Team timeout for
team timeout.
Valencia. So they really want to go for that extra gem.
I think they do.
So yeah, I'm curious on to see what happens. So 20 points point differential at this point between La Boucherie and Valencia. Very exciting game.
Very. I have a question for you, Knickmops. Do you see one of these teams as like, I mean, we have the Boucherie, which has more points than Valencia in this point, but I don't know that they are necessarily stronger than Valencia, or Valencia is stronger than them. These are so tight. It really comes to the scraps. What do you think?
For me, what I think is makes the point differential at this point for La Boucherie up on Valencia is that they are a little bit more together. Valencia manages to be, and this is like minimizing what is like nitpicking. Like if I were to say, I would think Valencia plays a little bit less together than La Boucherie, which makes now the point differential. But that doesn't mean anything for the next half or the next jam even. So we have Game Over versus Armadillo. Armadillo, high-scoring jammer for La Boucherie. But Game Over, also very impressive game already played against Antwerp. But it is Armadillo with the lead. And again, Boucherie good with the defense. Game Over a little bit waiting for that offense. And then again, not really ready there to receive that jammer. They were working on the star pass, which was successful, so good. Maria Desmadre with the pass. And we have the call off. 6 points in total for La Boucherie there in the end. 68 to the 42 for Valencia. This is how we are going into intermission. Baby Jesus, can you tell me, where does the name Holy Duck come from?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, I can tell you where it comes from. Well, I think the idea of having a duck-themed tournament started when, and you know this, we call each other in Antwerp ducks. We were looking for gender-neutral terms to refer to each other that is not guys or girls. So, and we came, I think it was even Pistol that came with folks, loves, and ducks. And actually, ducks really stuck. We call each other ducks all the time.
It's actually a reference to one of the A games where our captain, Majin Bu, told us ducks always fly together. And so,
that's so
it was a motivational quote that they used for us. And so it kind of stuck, and then we became ducks, and now Holy Duck. So welcome in our gender-neutral tournament name, where we wanted to show that in roller derby everyone belongs, no matter your gender, sexuality, race, wherever you come from, whatever your background is, we welcome you here in our roller derby community. And so now we are back on the stream, and we are back with more derby. We have Harana against Armadillo on the track. And yeah, we also have a bunch of officials who are here with us, like for instance Volta, who sent in a fun fact. They're from Beastie Derby Girls, and they used to believe there lived platypus in France until they were 25 years old.
Oh.
So that's not the case, by the way. No native platypus in France. Harana and Armadillo, high impact both in that wall, and they are very close together. Playing style, quite similar, and they also manage to get out of the pack almost always together. Armadillo going for the scoring pass. Valencia picking up the speed. But it is Armadillo, I think, scoring the 4 points, yes. One blocker for Valencia in the box. So So 3, 2, 4 on the jammer line. And it is 73 to 42 on the board.
We have for Valencia 09 Visser de Pisser, and for La Boucherie number 13 Boulou.
Visser de Pisser in the back of the pack, and it is Boulou with a little hop on the inside line there, managing to get lead. Visser de Pisser with the star in hand. They are working on the star pass, but Boulou really takes advantage of that offense where Valencia kind of seems to sometimes lose the focus on the jammer to get their jammer out.
Also did this very annoying thing. If you're a blocker, they go for the out very clearly, and at the last possible moment, they take the in.
That's horrible.
And they, yes, not ready for that.
No.
Nobody's ever ready for that, let's face it.
Yeah, you are never as fast as a jammer. That is horrible.
It's horrible.
So we have 2 blockers in the box, one for Valencia and one for La Boucherie. And welcome again to everyone on the live stream. We're really happy to have you. Don't forget that you can give a small or big donation to our live stream. We are super happy with anything you can spare. We have Game Over versus Silent Wheels on the track. And it is Game Over with the lead. First lead for Valencia in the second half, I think. Silent Wheels, star in hand, being recycled by who other than Marie Desmadre. And then Game Over, front of the pack, really good with the strong push.
Cool jammer skills. I mean, it's amazing to see.
Yeah, good offense there by number 557. Was a limited impact offense, but very effective to get Silent Wheels out. Game Over already with the second scoring pass, but I think the chance is big that they are going to run the clock for a for the box. Game Over, nice apex jump. Did fall, but it was all inbound, so that was good. Silent Wheels, second scoring pass. Nice, beautiful, high impact defense there for Valencia. Game Over being recycled by number 59. And we have a power jam.
For La Boucherie.
Yeah, I'm really sad because I think Valencia was doing a great job. They were highly scoring this jam.
And they were trying to clear the box, I believe.
Yeah, but also slowly but surely closing that gap that has always been there a little. So very good. Silent Wheels being recycled. Boucherie not fast enough to hold the Valencia blockers in the front. And so Silent Wheels being recycled all the way back. And again being recycled back. And Boucherie doesn't have an answer to that very well.
No, in the meantime, the Valencia jammer is back on track.
Yeah, so they killed that penalty time very well, I think, which I've seen them do before, which is really, really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna wait a little before I tell you how many points were scored because, yeah. And we are also going to an official review there at the end of the jam. It was a very long and intense jam. 10 points and 15 points scored. 15 for Valencia, 10 for La Boucherie, which is, I think, maybe highest scoring jam of the game.
I think so, yeah.
So 89 on the board for La Boucherie, 57 on the board for Valencia. And yeah, I'm sorry, we get a little bit entangled. Penalties, only Nicolas back already on the 4 penalties. For the rest, looking good. 3 and then 2 and then 1. So good job, La Boucherie, keeping those penalties at a minimum. And also Valencia doing a great job. We have Hardcora with the 4, but then Spinelli and Masochist only 3. And others have 2 or maybe 1, which is a good scoreboard or a penalty board to look for.
Yeah,
so
it's looking very clean. It's actually nice.
And it's upping their game. We say it looks very clean, but we are looking at a full box though.
It's true. It's true.
So we have a pivot for La Boucherie and the blocker in the box, and then we have 2 blockers in the box for Valencia. And the official review was about a track cut penalty called, I think, for Boucherie. Boucherie on. Yeah, Boucherie is asking for a track cut penalty on a game over the jammer in that last jam. One thing is for sure, we're going to start with a micro pack, only 4 blockers on the track for this jam. And I do think Armadillo will be playing because they are already lined up. Armadillo, I think, highest performing jammer for La Boucherie so far in the tournament. This is an estimate. Don't shoot me if it's not correct. And then we'll see who jams for Valencia. Will it be Jarana, who is in the middle of the track? With the official review, we don't know. Gives us a little time to also talk about some other things. The official review was not called. What does that mean? Does not stand. That's how we say it. That's how we say it in Derby land. Yeah.
Does not stand.
Valencia has already played a game against OLRD, the Antwerp team. They lost 163 to 118.
263.
Oh.
Yes.
I wrote it down wrong. 263,
yes. 118.
And also La Boucherie already lost a game today, 139 to 126, and it was a very, very tight game.
It was a tight game. Boucherie started strong, but Namur slowly and surely started to go up that stairs and getting the points, and then it was nail-biting till the end.
The last 10 minutes, it's Derby history almost.
It was insane. There were people crying, and I understand.
Yeah, so high intensity, and if you really play with the points, and if you are super into that, great game to watch and rewatch. So micro pack on the track, 2 blockers each. Jarana versus Payet, so not Armadillo. And it is Jarana with the quick lead, but Payet behind, being recycled again.
Being recycled.
But this bled another blocker to the pack for
only 1 blocker.
Valencia. They are in the hot seat. They have to wait. This is very confusing because now the pack is one of the most difficult things to do. We have so many penalties flying around. I have half a red bar in front of my eyes. Payet closing in the scoring pass. Jarana also with the scoring pass. Nice job there. No, touching no one. Touching no one.
No.
I love it when jammers do that, touching no one. Payet trying to get on the inside line, but Valencia, good job with the.
I think both teams focusing on clearing, I mean, mostly Valencia, of course, because they have lead, clearing the box and getting their blockers out of the box.
It's also very important to keep the pack. So this is a very important moment to maybe have something like if you are with little on the track, you have to really watch for the pack more even than if you are only 4. Jam was called by Jarana there at the end. 1 blocker down for Boucherie. It's the pivot number 17, who has already played an amazing game. And we have 1 blocker standing for Valencia. 30 points differential. 10 points were scored for Valencia there in the last jam, and 8 for La Boucherie.
And now 09 Visser de Pisser and 13 Boulou for La Boucherie.
We have a little bit of a tumble there on the inside. Frick Frack taking a tumble. Those are our officials. They are also just human. They are almost just like us.
Almost, except smarter.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
They really are.
They are the smartest of us.
I don't understand. It's wow.
Still no initial there. Visser de Pisser going back, going in for the higher impact. Obviously a little bit struggling with a slow game, I think, and now benefiting from that extra speed that they managed to get. Then we have Buyu with the penalty. They did have the star in hand, made a cutting of the track penalty there on one of the Valencia blockers. And now it's a power jam
for Valencia.
But I lost my jammer. Oh no, there it is. Yes.
Yeah, and they
Visser de
pass.
Pisser with
Again, the classic Visser de Pisser move. Toe stops on the line. Great job.
Yeah, just like inside line. Who?
Yeah. Who is she? I hardly know her.
Yeah. Tip-toe and doing another scoring pass. Was that 2 scoring passes or 1? We don't know. So for now it's 1. And so it's 4-0 on that last jam in favor of Valencia. 97 for La Boucherie and 71 for Valencia.
Now power start for Valencia with 67. Nice. Hard hit from 0-1 Armadillo.
Who is the pivot here, ready to collect the star, because we do have a Boucherie jammer in the box. So it is a power start in favor of Valencia. Game over, really struggling there with that incredible defensive wall.
Such strong wall. They do not move. They just move.
Yeah, Valencia playing a little bit of a passive offense there, waiting for the others to go out of play. But yeah, game over really needs a little bit of assistance there. Luckily, Bouillot is being recycled so that there is a little bit more space. But it is Bouillot with the lead. And game over, still fighting to through, but completing their initial pass. Bouillot being recycled by number 514 and calling it off. Like, no.
No points for you.
Yeah. 2 points scored for La Boucherie, 0 for Valencia. Boucherie slowly working on a bigger point differential there, 99 versus 72. So we have 28 points point differential, which is, I think, maybe most of what we have seen so far in the game. Again, we have Boucherie, number 14 in Europe, playing Valencia, number 15 in Europe. So very close and well-matched teams. Recycling of Jarana there by Cabrita. Offense, nice offense. And Jarana going in with the high impact again. Boucherie jammer struggling a bit, having a bit of a tumble. Good play with the pack here by Valencia, staying together in the back. And now being able to recycle the jammer. And Jarana will push the wall out.
Yes, forcing them to bridge.
Bleeding a blocker. And it is Jarana with the leads. So now they are back to the scoring. Jarana again going pretty slow, but that doesn't mean they will not go for the high impact.
We already know Jarana is only saving their energy to when they arrive at the wall, they're ready to go.
Jarana does call off because we have 2 blockers for La Boucherie in the pack, and I do think it was maybe a good call to call it off. 0 points scored though, 0-0. And for the penalties at this point, we are 19 for La Boucherie, 25 for Valencia. So that's looking good. 20 minutes almost still on the clock. Visser de Pisser versus Silent Wheels.
Oh, I think there is an issue.
Yeah, a little bit of a talk about the points. Let's see, we'll just see what happens in the end.
We'll keep you updated.
Yes, so Valencia coming from Spain to play the Parisian team La Boucherie.
Yeah.
La Boucherie, it was very difficult to find fun facts about you. So if people from La Boucherie are watching, please tell us fun facts about your league. What I did see on your Instagram is that you had a recruitment last month, and I hope it was very successful.
I also, well, Knigmops, a while ago we were talking about one of the fun facts you had about Valencia, which I was, at first I said, I want to say that fun fact, but I have literally nothing to follow up on that fun fact. But you do, so I'm going to say it and you're going to give me the follow-up and it will be amazing. So, Valencia is considered the birthplace of the paella.
Yes, and paella, the word comes from para ella, which means for her, which is actually traditionally a dish in Valencia that is made by men for the woman.
Oh.
So it's a nice fun fact that I happen to know. And para ella, so now you know. They also have like a big celebration, Las Fallas, I believe it is called, and it's in the beginning of, it's in April or in May, and they do like these, this is an incredible carnival really, where they, I'm sorry if I say this correctly and I'm doing something that's not appropriate, but they built these big wooden structures that are like very human-like, and then they burn them at the end.
Like Burning Man. Like then, literally.
Yeah, but less white privilege and more traditional.
More traditional.
Yeah, more Spanish tradition, less white people in a desert where they should not be.
No. That's very cool.
Yes. We are sorry, by the way, for some network issues we had before, but we found a solution and we are making it work now. So a little bit of a breather in between. We still have 20 minutes to go, so why not take a little break?
Yeah, we are experiencing some technical issues here in the venue, and that's why we are trying to fix them, and that's why we have this pause right now.
Yeah, but please don't go anywhere because the roller derby is amazing. So you should watch this.
You should. Even the pauses are interesting.
Yeah, even we are super interesting.
We are so interesting and full of facts about places we have never been to.
No,
I have been to Valencia.
I have never been to Valencia.
I was like 15 years old, so does it even count?
I should really go to Valencia.
It's really a wonderful place. It's very nice.
Fun fact, by the way, by Trick Track, who is also on the track. Trick Track, who is on the track? They are from Boucherie Roller Derby, so they are now having to call penalties to their own team. She has one leg shorter than the other.
Oh, that is, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And they managed to just skate.
Yeah, I don't know how much the difference is. Maybe if someone knows, tell me. We are also looking at the penalties. So we have 3 people with 4 penalties for Valencia, and a lot of people with only 1 penalty. Some with 3, some with 2, but nobody in the hot seat, which is amazing. And for La Boucherie, we have 2 with 4, a couple with 3, and 2. So nobody is in danger of having a fallout. So that's looking good. We have Armadillo facing Visser de Pisser, and Visser de Pisser is playing only 2 blockers for La Boucherie, and it is enough for her or them to get the lead. But Armadillo is very close.
Very close behind. Let's see how these balls, are they prepared?
Yeah, good job there by La Boucherie, killing that scoring pass. No points are scored yet, I think. But Visser de Pisser is dancing around everyone. Good offense there by number 5-9. And Armadillo used that limited amount of space to just dance around.
It really seemed like a dance. I think Armadillo looks all the time like they're so relaxed. I like to believe that they're not, that they're stressed and like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But just the look on their face is like, you know, this is just...
Guess what this is about? You can do this at home, speculate all you want, but we are just going to talk to you a little bit about maybe Clo. Clo is one of our sponsors, and I do believe, Baby Jesus, you know a lot about that.
Yeah, I do, because I happen to work there.
Nice.
Yeah, so Clo is one of our sponsors. They are a small little restaurant for breakfast and lunch in Antwerp. And they are 100% plant-based.
Yeah, and they are super, super cozy. So I know this from first-hand experience, being a customer there regularly. This is where you should go in Antwerp for your vegan lunch or breakfast.
Not very far from the central station, so just a short walk and you'll be super cozy, super warm.
Yeah, and it's a good getaway away from like the busy bustle of the real city center, so it's a bit farther away, but it's real Antwerp there, for my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, I agree.
like a good atmosphere on the streets, fun people walking around, lots to see.
Yeah, and a really awesome secondhand store next to it. But
Yeah.
let's now focus on Derby. Wow, that was a quick pass from number 67. Game over from Valencia.
We have number 13 for La Boucherie with the star in hand, jamming, working really hard to get past that wall on their initial. Game over already on the scoring pass. They do seem to have lost a lot of energy with that first initial pass. Big recycle there. Maria Desmadre back on the going home. I don't know what happened. Jammer for Boucherie, that's what I do know, is in the box. And we have game over with a power jam in favor of Valencia. Good offense there. Boucherie did manage to skate around, but not too difficult. And going for the hard call off. Valencia 82, so 8 points scored on that final jam. Final jam. 103 points still on the board for La Boucherie. And they froze the jammer in the box.
20 points difference. I mean, come on.
It's anybody's game now. Not ours, but...
No, not ours.
theirs.
Theirs.
Yeah.
I just sit here and talk.
Yeah. Oh.
Official timeout?
Official timeout. They deserve it.
Yeah. Take some time.
And
relax.
Yeah, still 16 minutes on the clock. Again, a game that could be anyone's game. 20 points.
Yeah, at this point it is.
Yeah, Valencia with the strong strategical decision to freeze the jammer in the box. I think a good call.
Good call.
But it is going to be very short. So let's see what they make of it. Yeah. Because I do have to say Valencia has the tendency to get sometimes a little bit lost in the offense. And that's always dangerous if your jammer is coming from the box, because then you might not have seen it.
Yeah, and with this timeout, maybe they also have the chance to really look at, okay, what are we going to do? How explosive can we be?
Yeah.
So now they have the chance to really work on that.
Jarana will probably be super explosive.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah, as usual. Yeah. So looking forward to the next jam. It will be jam 10 for the second period, or jam 9. I don't know how that works on there, but you know.
I do notice though the spirits are rising. Like I notice in the teams that there is a little bit more stress now that we're on the half of the second half, and you notice that they're like, oh, it's so tight, it's anyone's game, so let's make it our game, and you just feel the tension.
Yes. We had Doodle there on the outside having a little talk with the bench and one of the players for La Boucherie. But it is Jarana on the track alone for this jam. And explosive as always. Managing to push over those Boucherie blockers really well.
Yeah.
And power jam. And the 4 points are in. Nice job. Jammer is still sitting again. Now they're standing up. Okay. Okay. Jarana being recycled. Blocker for jammer for La Boucherie cannot get lead anymore, so they have for the initial pass the star in hand. Jarana waiting a little bit for the offense, but being recycled by Fuchsia. It is La Boucherie a little bit in the pack advantage, being in the back.
Yes.
Because it is mainly the first few blockers that have to recycle. Valencia steering on maybe hitting the jammer out.
Yeah, now they just did, and recycling.
But both of the teams are recycling. This is always a bad thing.
This is not good.
Yeah. You see the jammers like dying inside. Like, stop.
Please stop.
Yeah. Don't do that, please.
Okay, there you go. Jarana with the explosivity we know.
Yeah, good offense there by number 514 as well. But Jarana is stuck in the back of the pack.
And now both jammers stuck behind their respective walls.
This started as a power jam, by the way. I have to remind myself of it. This started as a power jam, and still we only have 4 points to 0 on the board. Jarana already on the scoring pass. The Boucherie jammer not managing to finish the initial. So it's only 10 points now.
Wow.
So that's like...
Yeah, believe any of these teams could win.
And another statistic to make you realize that these people are really, really close.
Oh, wow.
We have 17 leads for La Boucherie, but we also have 17 leads for Valencia. This means these teams are just so well matched.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It's a really good game. We are 15 minutes in. We only have now reached 100 marker for La Boucherie. We've reached a bit of time before, but La Boucherie did not manage to keep that momentum going. Valencia now slowly coming back, flirting with that 100 marker. But it's only 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. This is so fun. I'm really enjoying it so far. We had a great first game where we got to know Valencia. Then we had a great second game with the amazing twist at the end.
Yes.
And now we have this game. Two teams so close, so well matched. I'm really looking forward to see what will happen next for both of these teams. These are their final games for today. Tomorrow they will be back. Valencia still plays Namur, and La Boucherie will still play
Antwerp?
Antwerp,
yes.
True, yes. Makes sense. Antwerp is the host, highest ranking game of the tournament, number 13. La Boucherie just close behind, 14. Valencia, number 15. And then at 18, Namur. Visser de Pisser versus Payet. Visser de Pisser with the pack advantage because one blocker for La Boucherie is in the box.
We have 2-6-6 doing offense for Visser de Pisser and keeping an eye on the defense as well.
The line work today at the second half, I think, for Visser de Pisser is not benefiting as much because they are getting recycled quite a lot.
Yeah.
We do have the star pass to Mati, but it is Payet already going for the scoring pass. Full offense there by Boucherie. But Valencia did manage to slow it down very well.
They managed to get in front of the pack, which is what you want.
3 points on the board for La Boucherie. You see what we mean? This is so much work, and then in the end,
then you get like
3 points, not even the 4, and then Valencia is there with the 0. It's such a. It must feel a little bit frustrating, I think.
Yeah.
That it goes that slowly, but it's so nice to see. It's such good derby.
Yeah, and I think that the teams can get a lot of, I mean, hopefully they can get some energy from it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Game Over got energy from it and just got lead.
Really strong at the initial passes, I think.
Inside line, not needing that much space, just going for it, and now back in the pack.
Yeah. Also, La Boucherie really good with the slowing down of the jammer, really sucking them back. But Valencia choosing to keep playing offense for their jammer, and I think it pays off in this game. Silent wheels being recycled on the inside. Boucherie blocker to the box. Game over, stuck in that wall, but silent wheels as well. Game over.
Yes.
The scoring pass, and we have a star pass.
Star pass
in for La Boucherie. Nice.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful pass from Game Over. Finally, they did the thing we've seen them try to do so many times, and now they did it, and it worked, and it paid off. 8 points for Valencia.
Nice.
None for La Boucherie.
8 points.
Oh my God!
Point
this
differential.
Is so
this is crazy.
This is crazy.
For the penalties, we are looking at 23 for La Boucherie, 26 for Valencia. So that's also really good. Jarana with Bayou on the track. Good offense there to start for Mastergists. But Jarana is losing a little bit of the explosivity there because the wall for La Boucherie is so strong.
So strong.
Yes, and then we have the pivot going for the recycling on Bouillou, and we do have lead for Valencia. Will this be the 8 points they so desperately need?
Let's find out.
For that lead change. I would be so excited.
Oh my God, I got goosebumps.
We have the recycling there by La Boucherie on Jarana. Jarana looking for a way to get that explosivity running. Bouillou still on the initial. Good view there.
Recycling again by Maria Desmadre, of course.
Yeah, but also well spotted there by the blockers for Valencia, hitting that gem, the blocker out that was supposed to recycle Jarana, so to close that down. Still no initial for La Boucherie. Jarana on the scoring pass, but struggling pretty hard. And now both are being recycled.
And now the jammers are like, please no more.
Yeah.
Please don't, please.
Let me go home, please.
Can I just...
And then for La Boucherie, the pivot is in the box, so no star pass possibility there. We are recycling the jammer for La Boucherie. Jarana looking for a way to benefit that explosivity, and it does work on the outside line. And Jarana calling it off, knowing that La Boucherie has the chance to close that gap. 4 points score. This was such a long jam, and only 4 points on the board.
4 points, but I mean, Knickmops, the bench in Valencia is going crazy with energy. They believe.
But I believe too.
I believe too, and I believe that, I mean, these teams, it's anyone's game. It's incredible. If you've just tuned in, oh my God, just go back and watch this game. This game is amazing.
Yeah, 106 to 102. So we have just barely, both of the teams barely moved past 100 points, and we still have only 9 minutes on the board. This is, what even is this?
What is this?
We had an official timeout, some laces being laced up.
Very important that your laces are laced up.
Yes,
it's
especially
unsafe
when
otherwise.
You are on wheels. Visscher de Pisser versus Armadillo on the track.
Some jammer on jammer action. Visscher de Pisser really making sure Armadillo is in the wall and only then leaving.
Yeah, really good job there on the inside line, but it was not enough for Visscher de Pisser. Armadillo pushing that Valencia wall into their own wall, trying to get some more movement going, but everyone is stuck.
Oh,
it's like one pile of people. It's a power jam in front, in favor of La Boucherie. Oh. No lead called yet. Tumble in the front of the pack. Armadillo being recycled by number 314. Good hit there by La Boucherie blockers, and Armadillo being there to know, like, okay, not go back. And they are not lead because it was a pass, no pass, no penalty.
2-minute jam.
Yeah, and then a lot of offense there for the Boucherie.
Still in.
Nice.
How are they still in? I don't know, but they were. They were.
I think they defy physics.
It's amazing.
Visscher de Pisser stuck behind a 2-wall, 3-wall now for La Boucherie, working on the initial with the star in hand.
Amazing. Toe-stop work. Wow.
Yeah.
And they're through.
Defying gravity.
Oh, please, more of that.
Nice job there. Visscher de Pisser really seeing that chance, but having a low block. I do think that I saw that too.
Yeah, it happened right in front of us, and
But Armadillo really benefiting from it. Although still, this jam has been hard. We only have 8 points on the board. Take a deep breath, people. Second time today. 114 for La Boucherie. 105 for Valencia. 3 points on the board for Valencia. 8 points on the board for La Boucherie. This is anyone's game. We have 7 minutes still up. We are starting with a power jam in favor of La Boucherie. Payet is ready to take that one.
La Boucherie has only one blocker in the box. Let's see if they can take advantage of this power jam.
Yeah. Payet really nicely working on that outside line, but Valencia blockers really good. Yes. Boucherie trying to have the pack in the back, but they might have chosen the wrong blocker to do so, because the blocker did manage to stretch out and push out the wall. Payet in front of the pack, breaking to that Valencia wall, taking a big breath.
Yes.
We know. We know.
Finally.
Yeah. The end.
I can rest for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh no, Visscher de Pisser with an illegal re-entry, nicely thought of by Fenton from La Boucherie. Oh, that's very unfortunate. 4 points on the board for La Boucherie, second scoring pass for Payet, and then Valencia with their jammer in the box.
Very strong defense.
Yes. Valencia plays a very physical game, big hits, very, very strong, ready for anything, really.
I feel like the last 2 minutes they have been playing more together than...
I agree.
You see the walls reforming and getting together. It's really nice to see.
And we have a big recycle, so we have a race back. Because Visscher de Pisser is coming back, but they also want to have Fayet all the way back. Payet, sorry, went for Fayet, I don't know why. Payet going for the big impact, managing to hold someone down. Two wall in the front, Visscher de Pisser in the back. No initial pass for Valencia in this jam. And only how many points for La Boucherie, because they worked hard.
So 122, so 8 points. I feel like that jam lasted a lifetime.
Yeah, and it should be 200 points each.
Yes, exactly.
That's the amount of effort that's being put in. Like. Yeah, that's what it feels like, even from the side.
Oh, wow. All right, game over for Valencia.
And silent wheels for La Boucherie. Game over, really making speed in that pack. And we have Valencia, but it is La Boucherie with the lead.
But very close behind. Who's there? Game over, right there.
Game over. Spinelli in the box for a multiplayer block. 4 minutes on the board. A little less than 20 points of differential. See, and that's Derby. Like, you give a big hit, they fall, you ask if they're okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. 4 points on the board for La Boucherie, 1 point on the board for Valencia. 20 points differential at this point. 3 minutes and a little bit of scratch of minutes. Explosiva is the Valencia blocker who is now on the hot seat with 6 penalties. But considering they had 3 fallouts in their previous game, I think only having 1 blocker now with 6 penalties is actually a great leap forward from last time. Also, seeing how tight this game is, it's a game where you can really make a lot of penalties just because you're nervous.
Yes, and right now both teams are nervous. You see the hits are harder. Yeah. Just the pace is different. Things are shifting because of how close this is, and the more we get to the end, the more this will be the case.
It's true. We have a look at the penalty board here now for La Boucherie. Most of them are fine, only 4 penalties, 3 for a lot of them, 2 for a lot of them, so that's pretty good looking. And for Valencia, we have Explosiva on 6, Spinelli on 5, but for the rest, it's looking pretty good. And it's only 3 more minutes and 30 seconds. It could mean anything, really. Armadillo and Jarana on the track. We have the pivot for La Boucherie in the box, pivot for Valencia plus 1 blocker in the box. Armadillo with the quick lead. A little bit of a tumble for Jarana, but they did manage to come pretty quickly after Armadillo.
Valencia with only 2 blockers on the track.
Armadillo go for a call-off. That was pretty impressive by the Valencia blockers, so only 2 blockers, and they did manage, I think, to stay before but they did score 3 points.
Armadillo managed to get their hips in front of one of the blockers, and then they got also the points of the 2 blockers in the penalty box, which was smart.
But pretty impressive. I thought it was really nicely done. 129 for La Boucherie, 106 for Valencia. Only a little bit less than 3 minutes on the clock for Payet and Visser de Pisser. Blockers returning now. Visser de Pisser in the back with the gem cover on. Boucherie really good with the being together.
And have lead as well.
Yes. Payet getting there nicely in the back on the passing really nicely on that first scoring pass. We have a start pass for Valencia and speeding up.
Explosiva is now our jammer for Valencia.
Yes. And then we have the chaos and the speeding up. Look at this, like nobody wants to be a point.
And nobody is a point, actually. I think, no, La Boucherie scored 4 points, but in this scoring pass...
Yeah, but the last few jams have been in favor of La Boucherie, who have been managing maybe to stay a little bit calmer.
Yeah, I think it comes to mental game at this point.
Yeah, Boucherie also has 3 more leads than Valencia at this point, so Boucherie 22 and Valencia 19, but still so close, like no dominance in this game. Game over versus Bouyou on the track. Game over being stuck in the back, which is not something we see them do very often.
No.
But there is speed because the pack is going to be destroyed.
And now there's a switch. Game over. Made their way all the way to the front and they got lead jammer status.
Bouyou being recycled. And therefore game over managed to get the lead. First scoring pass of the jam. A little bit of a dance party there. Lots of chaos. Look at how everyone is turning around and bumping up against each other. Cutting off the track penalty for a blocker of Valencia. And Bouyou manages to get through with the jam cover in hand. Game over manages to end the scoring pass and call it off. 4 points extra for Valencia. 118 to 133. This is 23 points. 13 seconds left.
And the timeout has been called for Valencia. So I think we'll have another jam.
Yes, this is another jam coming right up. So they've done this in the first the first half as well, that they wanted to go for the other jam because it was so close.
Yeah.
For reference, I'm gonna look up how much the points were during halftime, which was 69 to 42. And it's closer now, I think.
It's closer now. Valencia definitely leaped forward and closed that gap a little bit.
It's a nice game to watch. 23 points is like really nothing. It could have been anyone's game. Like if they would play it again tomorrow, it would be 0-0 and it could be anything. So we have Jarana versus Silent Wheels, but we do have 2 blockers in the box for Valencia, which is unfortunate, I think.
It is indeed. I think indeed these 2 teams are very close in skills, in strategies, in game. But I think in the end it came a bit to the mental game and how they are reacting to this situation.
Yeah. There was a bit of a risk being taken there by Valencia, which I applaud with the 2 blockers on the track. But Jarana did manage to get a penalty for it. Silent Wheels is really going through it, being pushed in all directions by Valencia, but they do get the lead. Jarana was sent to the box for a direction. Silent Wheels is like, I will have no more. Calling off the jam. At the end of this game, we have 133 to 110. Yes, officials, do the high fives and the hugs. You have done an amazing job.
Yes, and so have our teams. Kudos to Boucherie for keeping the lead. I think never Valencia got the lead in this game. So Boucherie, Valencia was close, but La Boucherie, they had the calmness and the focus to stay in front the whole time, and they got the win.
That concludes this game, third game of the Holy Duck tournament.